Hello, 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 everybody. This is becoming the funnest part of anything with OnPassive. We had talked a long time, and I talked about it. Chris talked about it. Uh, somebody asked me, oh, everybody knows who you are. You're lucky. That's not about what it is. If you shine the light on others, the reflection will take care of you. Okay, you have enough light. But we really not only want to shine, not only do we want to give a hand, lend a hand down, but we want to put people above us. And in this journey, and this is the part of the reason I stayed in this journey was everyone's going to win. And I have the biggest family around the world that I thought I would never have. There's no way. I don't have a big family in real life. It's not very big. But with OnPassive, it's everywhere. So we decided we're going to shine the light on others. And as you can see, it's that QR code. Scott Pendleton is with us today. I met Scott a few weeks ago, maybe a little longer. I knew the name. I never really met him. Thank God, during the journey, it so happened that everything aligned and Scott came in on a webinar, and he's an unbelievable human being. Unbelievable human being. He is a founder. If you look up the poster child for founder, he's a founder. Anyway, I'm going to pull him on. We got a couple of questions because we want everybody out there today, tomorrow, 6 months, 6 years, that when they go down this list of shining on founders and shining on others, bringing people up, because we believe, OnPassive believes that we are our brother and sister's keeper. Not only a keeper, but to hold them and lift them above ourselves. Anyway, so I'm going to introduce Scott Pendleton. Scott, come on down, as they would say on whatever it is.
Hello.
Hey, there he is. We got a few questions for you, Scott. Thank you so much for being here. Love your Christmas tree. Chris doesn't have anything Christmas coming. So, sorry.
I'm road tripping it this year, so no tree.
That's
Scott,
right.
welcome to this. It's not a show. It's called Life. Welcome to Life, Scott. We're here to ask you a few questions. And one of the first questions I like to ask people is, tell me a little bit about yourself before OnPassive, Scott. And please, by all means, take your time. You're not nervous. I know you're not. So go ahead.
Well, a little about myself. I worked as a courier for a local company about 20 years. But I always wanted to do more. I needed to do more because I have cerebral palsy.
Take your time, buddy. It's okay.
Look, I'm in a wheelchair. I have cerebral palsy. I worked as a courier for 20 years. And about 7 years ago, my back went out on me, so I was unable to work. I've done multi-level marketing from A to Z. You name it, I've done it. More than likely. And nothing ever panned out. Always spent more money than I made, and then nothing but frustration and disappointment. So when my back went out on me, I still was on the internet trying to figure out what I could do at home, and nothing. A friend of mine, air conditioner went out, Johnny, and he needed his air conditioner fixed, but didn't have the money. Well, I didn't have a lot of money to give him, but I gave him what I could. So after his air conditioner was fixed, me and him were talking, and he said, look, I'm a member of this business, this new business called ONPASSIVE. And I said, he said, because you helped me, I'm going to help you. And I said, well, what is it? He says, just let me pay for your membership to be an early bird member. And then you can watch the webinars and meet all the people. They're really nice people. They love each other. They really care about people. I said, well, I'm not interested in another MLM. And he said, it's not an MLM. There is nothing MLM about this. It's a true brick and mortar business. I said, well, then I looked into it, and sure enough, it was what Johnny said, and the people were phenomenal. They actually cared about the people that were involved, and they cared about changing the world. But not only that, when I got to hear Ash Mufareh, he actually was the most honest, straightforward to a fault. He was, I've never met anybody as honest as this man. And somebody somebody that really cared, somebody that really cared about people. He wasn't about the money. He was about changing people's lives and changing the world for the better. And that's when I knew I was in the right place at the right time. There was nowhere else for me to be. I was not even worried anymore about my future. I know that I will be able to to achieve the goals that I want to achieve in life and even see the world in the manner I want to see it because of I'm passive and be able to change other people's lives. Also, um, let me tell you a story. When I was a boy, about 10 years,
Yeah, all right, buddy. Take your time.
It's okay, Scott. We're having a blast, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Marty in the bikini. Marty in the
when I was about 10 years old, when I was about 10 years old, me and my whole family were in the car, actually in the Walmart parking lot. And we were listening to the radio, and on the news come on uh, that Walmart was going to have their first stock split ever. They opened in 1970. 5 years later, they had their first stock split. And my dad said, well, I guess I missed the boat on that one. If I just put $10,000 in, I'd be sitting pretty. 25 years later, he was still saying the same thing. If if I'd just put in the $10,000 uh, to invest in Walmart stock, I'd be sitting pretty. Well, let me tell you, people, right now is the right time to get in on passive. You are where you need to be. If you're listening to this, this is the time because passive's not going anywhere. It's going to be here way after we're gone, way after your grandkids are gone. And you're going to enjoy knowing that you changed your life, your kids' life, and for generations. So I'm sorry if I went too far.
I think you answered all three of my questions.
I just kept going. I couldn't
That's
stop.
okay. I don't know. That's this is called real. We want to show people that you're just a real person.
You
Now, let
have
me.
you have the unpassive bug, man. You can't
That's
just
right.
say in a couple of words.
Yeah, I couldn't stop because once I get started, I want. Oh, come here, come here. This is my wife. Young, edit this out.
Hi.
Hey,
Nice to meet
hey,
you.
hello.
How you
She
doing?
I hear you guys every night during trivia.
Oh,
that's
no,
too
no.
bad. That's too bad.
No.
Nice to meet you, young lady.
You too.
That's the first best thing that ever happened in my life.
The first best.
And unpassive is the second best thing.
Ah, that's good, Scott. I like that. All right,
Sorry about the dogs.
no. Listen to me. Let me ask you one more question, Scott, because I kind of think you answered my first one and two. So, if you could leave a message to anyone out there, because this is all about you, we want people to come to you. If there's a message that you want to leave, maybe someone that's in the same situation, or maybe they think they can never do nothing like this. Why don't you give them a little advice there? And what happens? What happens with them passive, and why you're still here?
Well, I'm here because it's real. The people are real. I can dream again. I know that I will achieve my dreams. I know that anybody can do it if they just. There is a catch to it. Number one, you have to stay involved. Number two, you have to just relax and enjoy the ride. If you do that, you'll be successful. And even if you're not an affiliate, come on in, kick the tires, see what you like, see if you have anything that you want to try. We got free products. If you don't see anything now, come back 2 or 3 months later. We'll have something. And eventually, we're going to have physical products too. So we'll eventually have something that you need or want. So
Perfect, Scott. So if you guys want to know about Scott and you want to find out all about Passive and their 3 free products, just click his QR code. His name is Scott Pendleton. As you can see, he's real. He's nowhere fake. He's got his struggles, as he talked about, and he's got a very good sense of humor, by the way.
Yeah.
For anyone in this situation and you want to know about Scott, click that QR code. It's going to take you to his.
Scan that QR code.
What did I say? Click scan, and I apologize.
Click like a maniac. Ain't nothing
Click
gonna
like a
happen.
maniac. No, you got to scan it. So make sure you check it. Well, Scott, thank you very much. You did great. You got any last?
That was perfect. That
Yeah.
was perfect, buddy. That's
Thank
all
you.
there is.
When I get to see the edited version,
There's nothing to edit unless
Nothing.
you tell me to.
Perfect.
just take my wife out of it because she don't want to be on there.
You don't want to be on there?
Whatever you want, Spark.
Oh no, leave her on.
Leave
That's
her
the
on
best thing
there.
that's gonna happen. Because you said I had 2 great things happen.
Yeah, that was a beautiful thing.
She's got to stay. Put her back on. In fact, get up and get out of there and put her on. I'm just kidding.
Well, you want her on again? Shit, come here. Come here,
Well,
Joe.
it's what you said, Scott.
Yeah, it's a big
What
deal.
matters here to show how much of a heart you really have. That was a very important thing what you said.
Well, I appreciate you taking time and helping me out as you do everybody else. And we'll see you tonight at trivia.
Oh boy.
Remember, this is going to go out in the morning, Scott.
Yeah, and Scott, when it's done, it'll be on the channel. You can take the link and do whatever you want with it, buddy. I'll make sure you get it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You're
and tell your
welcome.
wife thank you.
Yeah.
She's
tell her
an
we said thanks.
amazing man, and you're
You did a great job, Scott. Great job, buddy.
Thank you. All right.